Fwap. Your mama. Fwap. Your mama. Fwap. Your mama. My ears are very cold. Better. Welcome back to Low Energy Videos, where if you are not following us over on Twitch, you are fools and idiosa. Man, I was trying to open up this bottle via my cable and it fails. Maybe I'm the fool and idiosa. I am, without a shadow of doubt, your host tonight, today, or whatever time, the evening or morning it is. Low Energy Videos. We are getting drunk, but also we are looking at two things that define us as a civilization, as a goddamn species. Cheese and IP2 drama. Not that there's any drama. People are saying that Goocheese is now with Aaron the Carpenter. Why does that name sound familiar? Is that the guy who got involved with the Andy Dick shit? I don't think so. She just needs to stay at a place because that chicken Andy doesn't want her anymore. Why? Why doesn't chicken Andy want her anymore? Could she sprayed a fucking fire extinguisher everywhere? Nah, it couldn't be that. Couldn't be that. Couldn't be that. And it really couldn't be, because give her enough time, they're going to come back. Also, I don't like how the text is white there on the background. It makes it a little hard to see, so let me change that up. We need a good Wakanda-ing of the whole situation. There, an individual Wakanda-ing situation.
The body is round.
The body is round.
Left. You sexy bastard you. Play the IP2 when Joe comes on.
Joe. You motherfucker. Joe! I'm a whore. I cannot do anything if money is thrown at my feet, so it has to be Joe. Okay. Okay, fine. Fine. But I will make fun of Joe's physical and stylistic appearance the whole goddamn time. After we're done with shilling. Standard shilling, as you do. Like, first of all, thank you very much for the donation. Very much appreciated. Second of all, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Check the links down below for Discord, Twitter, Twitch, where we just came out of. And if you want to help out in a more financial way, do remember two things. Number one, we have a stream goal up there. Anything given, greatly appreciated. That's in January. And number two, this one's important. If you subscribe over on Twitch, you'll be able to join us on our watch party, which is on the 26th. What does he carp end? He carp ends carps, of course, the fish. But alright, Joe, because Joe is Joe and Jojo. Bill, I hate you. Not Bill, but Billy, I hate you. I don't like Joe. I would like him to die in a freaky yachting accident. I don't want to watch him. But I'm a whore, so it is. IP2, Joe, wisdom, bus, knife. How about we type that in? Blade gets a little bloody and cop shows up again. What the fuck? Urban Krav Maga, knife on a bus. These aren't the drunken peasants. I was not expecting this, I do not. How about just Joe? There's Joe v. Blade. Joe versus Only Use Me Blade. Alright. That'll do. only played Joe. There! By Chicken Andy and Joe the Knife. Is that really what he's known on the bus, Joe the Knife? I didn't like Joe Wisdom. Joe the Knife makes me extra angry. Let me bring it up for you guys so you know what the fuck we're talking about. I absorb your hate. I don't hate you. You are a herald of a bigger issue. That issue has a kid now, which makes it all the more annoying because I'm gonna leave them without a dad. Go back to prison. Call up my friends in the CIA. Oh, no energy. What are you doing with that 12-gauge shotgun? Well, Mom, I'm getting my inheritance one way or another. I hate being 47.
I don't think, yeah.
Chicken is a tweaker, but whatever.
There you go. Lay down, take a nap.
Well, he is a tweaker.
Yeah. In his mouth, in his mouth.
No. Oh.
Do it.
Oh.
No!
Oh, stop talking.
I'm not talking anymore.
This is a man who should be on wanted posters in the Wild West.
I'm out. I'm not a part of this.
Stop talking. Tone stop talking.
Let's figure it out, Dad.
Look at the state of Blade. Like, fucking hell. Look at him. Like, it's gone well past the point of funny. He's so wrecked. All the time. How was he sober enough to do that video with his mom? Like,
Blade's trying aggressively to get away, but it's not gonna work.
no wonder his girlfriend cheated with Chicken Andy. And yes, Goo was there for that, and then she... Hell, that leaded up to the whole situation, didn't it?
Well, can I just be here?
Can I just be here? Can I just vibe? No, you can't. Remember, the Joe of November. No! Actually, no, yes, but the historical Guy Fawkes. Not the V for Vendetta Guy Fawkes. The historical Guy Fawkes is a moron who failed at everything in life. I like that idea for Joe. So yes, he is Guy Fawkes.
Can I be here, dude?
I want nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
In this country, he would be done for assault already for doing that, what he just did.
Vega's coming. Vega's coming.
Oh! I didn't push him. Let him sleep, dude.
Look at the little wedge he found himself. That's the fucking Blade wedge. Like, that's his little hidey hole. That's his Gollum hole. He crawls inside when he's like... When like the world is too bright and vibrant. He's like, yeah.
You're a faggot, dude. You're a faggot, dude.
Go with me. Just go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. You're safe. I'll protect you.
Can I please go up there? Go to bed.
Yeah. No, you're good right there.
And we will get into full proper goo stuff after, but I got a donation and a request. You want to override it? Well, all you have to do is donate. Otherwise, wait until this video's over and then we get a full goo video. In fact, throw me some suggestions in the chat. Is there a particular goo you wish me to break down? Perhaps the train with the kids from Africa. Perhaps her getting chased after dropping her pizza 4 times. Perhaps goo getting taken to the ER also 4 times.
No, but you attacked me, dude.
No. He's fucking dead.
Let me get him.
Joe, check on him, please.
Joe,
please. Joe, give him some water, Joe.
I can't do it. He's squeezing my hand.
Joe, get him up, Joe.
Hi.
Get him up, Joe.
Get him up, Joe.
Imagine... Imagine you come to and Joe's the first face. He's got Jafar's face from Aladdin. You know, like you don't trust Joe, right? Joe's the motherfucker with the curvy knife behind your back every time you turn. Like, this is a glorious day. It sure is.
Bro, get him up, Joe. Get him up, Joe. Get him up.
I love you, Joe. Okay.
And Joe is dressed like a member of the band who had the decency to overdose.
You need help?
Give me a second.
Go and get the crane. Does anyone have a crane? Anyone have a crane?
Gooch and Joe, fucking whatever. Yeah, I know.
Come on, this is the worst way to fix something up.
That was really bad about you.
Joe fucks in the sense that I hope goats fuck him. And I mean not consensually. I'm talking about black sheep level of fucking. You ever see Black Sheep? I imagine Joe would particularly like the black element of it. We all know he is a sub-beta. Oh my god, I'm becoming the quartering without the hat. Let me just pee down the corner and complain about how no one's donating. Which is bullshit. Someone's already donated, so yeah. Oh shit! By the way, you're also owed some pearls. Let me go and grab the while this plays. Let me go and grab the arm curls, and you get your arm curls segment. Any excuse to get the guns loaded.
I love you, Dave.
Okay, come on. I'll figure it out, Dave. Get him up, Joe. You got it, bro. You got it. We'll do this head first. Come on, Joe, get him up.
Just by the neck. Just.
You got it. We got him. Don't bite your tongue, dude. You'll bite it off.
Get up, Blade. Whoops a second.
Blade, I got you, dude. You got it. You're the fattest man I know.
Shut up.
I'm on it.
Give me a second.
Third fattest man I know.
1, 2, 3, and FIFA.
What?
Shut up.
You're with them. You're with them. He's with
Just say no to Joe.
Who did that shit to me? No, who did that shit to me? The fuck are you talking about? Who did that shit to me?
He's right there. He's right there.
Well, let's talk about it.
What?
Who did that to me, dude? Hey, who did that shit to me, dude? Who did that shit to me?
What happened?
Who did that shit to me?
What happened?
Who did that shit to me, dude?
Come here, sit and wait for Batman.
Who did that shit to him?
Seriously, who did that shit to me?
Who did that shit?
I'll kill him.
Who did? Wait. He's an alpha? That's okay. I'm a fucking sigma male. That's how you show fucking dominance, by breaking the mold. Reform the system. Make it bow to your will. You don't have to follow anyone else's rules. You're over here living your life. Joe, following this falsehood? Bitch boy attitude. Inferior. Weak. Bones. Made of suet.
You're a faggot, dude. You're a faggot, dude. You're a faggot, dude. Shut the fuck up. You're a faggot, dude.
Chill out, dude. Chill out.
This video and discussion is very
Call me,
extremely
baby.
old.
We're gonna figure it out, dude.
Help me, Dave. Blade, help me, please.
Oh my god, that could have killed you.
Blade, please.
He almost murdered you.
One
Oh
Joe
my God.
is shit. Two Joe is shit.
No.
Three Joe is shit.
I'm sorry.
Four Joe is shit. Five, this is the internet. Six, this is the internet.
Alright, don't hurt
Whoa.
Seven,
This is the internet. Really drunk.
eight, this is the internet. What am I doing with my life? Nine, I should have died in Vietnam. 10, I love you all. 11, except for
Mom.
Joe.
Mom, cigarettes!
I'll hoist you on my back.
Well,
Hoist them. Okay.
rest of your pass.
Silly. No, sir.
I got you.
No, sir.
Sir.
No, you're not doing that, sir.
Hold on.
You're not doing that, sir.
I got him.
You're not.
Also, Kim, if you actually want to give us a video in particular you want me to talk about. If you're not a part of our Discord, then tell me the name of the actual video and I can type it up. It's just that BB beat you to it. I was gonna look over some like sort of introduction as I explained to the wider audience who the fuck Goo is. Although at this point, 90% of the internet in our neck of the woods knows who Goo is. Oh, the fucking foot.
Oh, God, dude. Oh, dude. You're such a faggot.
Look at this shit. Why do they live the lives that they live? They don't get enjoyment out of it. They get a sort of sense of like, I don't know, man. I mean, we get enjoyment out of it to a degree, a sort of catharsis, a sort of sense of like, I'm not like them. But I mean, I suppose if they're gonna OD in an alleyway somewhere, it was gonna happen naturally. I mean, Andy Dick was going down there even before the internet was a thing.
I got toe on my fingers, dude.
I told you don't get too drunk when you come back when you're done.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, I'm the only Joe fan here. No, seriously, Joe is, I don't like Joe as a person. Like, all jokes aside, I don't actually like Joe as a person. He's a piece of shit. For a whole lot of reasons. Personal, people I know, stuff I've heard. But beyond that, he's good at what he does. Don't get me wrong, he's a shit stirrer. I just think that he doesn't understand that he stirs shit and it causes consequences. Like, if this was the Wild West, he'd already be in a shallow grave for like 10 years and some change, long before I ever joined the internet, ever got into the internet. Some rando at a bar would have just fucking pegged him and he'd be dead. And people were like, oh, that's old shit stirring Joe over there. I remember the day his head blew off his head. You know what? Might have been for the best. Town's been a little quieter since then. He was always an odd one, that Joe. There was a charm to him, but I don't know if it was a charm, if you know what I mean.
I hear you.
He's but pure entertainment. He's entertainment for you, but I've asked this to everyone who says the exact same thing. Do you want to meet and hang out with him in real life? Genuine question. Because I've gotten the opportunity more than once, and it's really off-putting. Because I want to visit Seattle, I want to hang out with Billy and Ben. Ben, at the very least, is putting the opportunity out to me. But if I were to go out there, motherfucking Joe would probably wait me at the airport. And I don't want that. What am I going to do? Take a swing at him and then walk off? A, I'd get my ass kicked. B, I could kick his ass and go to jail. 3, one or both of us could die. Or 4, I walk away from the situation and I'm told for the rest of my life online that you're a bitch who doesn't talk to Joe. Like, there's no good outcome for this. I mean, don't get me wrong, it'll be fun to strangle him, but there's just as likelihood he'd strangle me to death. Like, Joe is like this close to snapping. I know the type. He says it as he's told me, he says that he's playing a character. Bullshit. No, he's not. I've never seen him off character. Ever. Once. Ever. For years and years. He's been done for assault charges. Or at least he should have been done for assault charges. He said things that have basically caused vendettas. Family vendettas. And he said the shit he said to me years and years ago. That he doesn't remember. Oh no. No. We don't play that game. Joe and I do not get along. But I will not deny when someone does something good. And he does very good at what he does. It's why he's successful. What he does is he stirs shit. But if he fucks around long enough, he will find out. he'll be without a hand. He'll have one eye. In a grave. He'll walk back in with all his clothes ripped up, and Billy will be like, "Hey Joe, what happened? Let's just go in the car. What? Let's just go in the car." Like Mr. Jellybean. You know what I'm getting at? And hell, like Joe recently just was live on stream on DP and just had the whole camera going. He's like, I'm gonna rape you. Unless you kill me, I'm gonna rape you, and you know who you are. Oh, it's a bit. For other people, I might be agreement. I would just beat Joe's ass. He looks like a skinny neck punk. Joe, don't get me wrong. Anyone who's blindsided goes down. Joe would go down the same. If he turned a corner not expecting it, and you just had like a blunt object like a fucking crowbar and went across his head, he's going down. Like, of course he is. If you had a gun, he's going down. You got a baseball bat gun, you got your fists and you slam him up against the fucking wall, yeah, he's gonna go down. If not that situation, it's gonna go. I honestly think that like Joe's just unhinged enough, you know? And I should know, because every time I've ever fought someone, it's not been a fight. I've mauled them. And I won. Because they backed me into a corner. And I've seen guys put their fists up like they think they're gonna be in a fucking fisticuffs match and ended up on the ground. Not me. Not another person. No, not me with another person. Just two randos at a bar in Fibbers. And the motherfucker had no idea who the hell they were dealing with. They were dealing with a guy that they were... And you know what else? They started the fight all night. Everyone in the pub heard it. They'd been kicked out. Both of them. Because the other guy was just sick of it. And he's like, fuck this shit. And he just fucking hit him in between the legs. The guy went down. He started kicking him over and over in the face. Time he went away, he probably lost a tooth. Like, this is the shit. Like, don't expect the fight to go, unless you've been in one, don't expect the fight to go the way it goes in your head. It doesn't work like that. So don't get in a fight. Jump him. Jumping him is fine. Jumping him is a different kettle of fish. No one is above a good jumping. Joe isn't. But then again, Joe could jump you. So maybe don't give him the chance. And better yet, all these are failure states. Just because you get some satisfaction in beating the living shit out of someone who's done you wrong doesn't mean that that's a good thing. You got to rise above that. So that's what I'm saying. But even then, like, I don't want to go to Seattle just to be like some sort of like higher moral ground level. I want to go to Seattle to have a good time, especially with the prices over there. Fuck's sake. I want to go to Seattle and not look over my shoulder anytime I'm out with, say, like, I'm going to meet up with Ben or Jeff or especially Billy. And suddenly, hey, I brought Joe. Is that okay? No, we've established this. But instead of me, like, having a fucking fight with the dude, I could just leave. Because he's not going to ruin my trip. But in a way, he kind of did. You know? Him just being there. Him existing in my aura is a bad thing. Like a fart. Or a pile of shit. Just slowly stapled up. Listen, I'm no Joe Defender as a human. Yeah. As a human, he's a piece of shit. As someone that if you have no attachment to, looking out from the outside, a third party looks at Joe. And if this is their type of humor, this is perfect. I beat Joe's ass. Y'all ever see how Joe strangled that chick on the game show? Of course we have. We've all seen it. There's a compilation of this shit. I've done my share of security work and know how to fight. I don't doubt it there, Troy. Tell him when and where, bring a knife, it needs it. Oh, so tough. He would steal my bit. Hey, to each their own. I have two options. One, rolling that dice, or two, not getting involved. And I prefer not getting involved. You know? don't get me wrong, the ape brain of me wants to splay him out in a red, like, ichor across the fucking streets of Seattle. Like, his head should be like some sort of extreme anime explosion shot. But that's not how reality works, and that's okay.
Don't talk to her like that. No, I'm talking like that. Hey, don't.
And you know what else? I still give him credit where it's due. That stuff he did with Onision was fucking brilliant, because I don't like Onision. And you know what else? Onision does more damage to the world than Joe ever has. Joe is a very personal one-to-one damage, and what Onision is, he also gives off very bad vibes. As far as I'm aware, Joe doesn't, you know, use his quote-unquote fame to seduce much younger women or men. I don't know. Because I think Joe was like assaulted in his youth and it fucked with his brain for the rest of his life, which would be very tragic. But you know, but that's my theory. That's my theory, and I'm not sticking with it because nothing's written in stone.
Talk to Beck like that, bro. We'll have a fucking problem. Yo, what's the problem then? What's the problem then? What's the problem then? Talk to her like that. No, Beck's my woman. Okay, but watch how you talk.
Not for much longer.
Just look at you.
Look at the belly bunch. Yeah.
Sing it again. Swear, dude.
Get matching Glasgow smiles. Yeah, well then all that depends on is who swings first, right? You know what the trick is? The trick with getting someone in a knife fight, good old-fashioned English way, is to have a big opener, calm down, everyone's calm, and then when no one expects it, round 2, you instigate it. That's how you fucking do it. There shouldn't be a round 3. If you're both stabbing each other, then those are some butter knives you brought to the table, or you're both weak as shit.
Don't ever square with me again, dude.
Hey, you hit yourself. Blade. Can we talk?
Look at those fucking pin shot nipples. I've noticed this with younger men, especially thinner men. What the fuck is up with their nipples? Like, I'd show, but I don't know. Like, these tiny little fucking specks of things. Like, they look. He looks like he needs to be slightly inflated with like a bike pump, you know? Not much, just maybe another 10% or so. He doesn't have the junky, scrawny body of like a Fight Club Brad Pitt. He doesn't have a junky body at all. He has a guy who, frankly, if I looked at him, I'd be like, wow, he has very little enjoyment in his life, doesn't he? Oh no, I get enjoyment. You know what? What's sounding important? I'm gonna fucking kill you. See, this is why I don't come to Seattle.
So Brian, where is he?
Brian!
I'm gonna look for Brian.
You're Brian.
I mean, you gotta ask yourself, is Joe worth going to jail over? No, he is not. Is Joe not pressing charges without a hand something that could happen? Maybe. It depends on your like risk. After all, like getting to Seattle's hard enough unless you're from or near Seattle. And then, you know, you got to make yourself known to Joe. You got to set the time and place. And you also got to make sure that like Billy doesn't jump in. Billy or Seth or anyone else they come up with. You gotta get Joe alone. So if anything, you gotta lie and say you're not gonna bring anyone if they don't bring anyone, and then Joe shows up, and then 3 guys make sure because Billy still shows up anyway. And those 3 guys are for Billy. Not because Billy's going to get into a massive fight. No, just to keep Billy distracted. Just constantly move him back and back. I hate to say it, but it's almost like the way a pickup artist would work. Those weird MGTOW arguments. But instead, it's going to be for a mauling rather than to sexually assault someone. Well, there could be some sexual assault. I don't know. I mean, you could bring something in a bag of toys. You could bring yourself like some sort of blunt object, but you could also bring yourself something that has a little bit of a zap to it. Show him that those shock collars that you got was a fucking joke in comparison. Get yourself a shock baton. Make him vomit and shit himself at the same time. Too much playing with them. Joe doesn't seem like he would press charges unless his family was involved. Well, he shouldn't have had a family in the first place. How dare he breed? That'd be my argument back. I'd be like, can you see this? He's gonna start a new mindset of, I'm a shitlord. That's okay. We have to get it now while it's early. You know, you could stand up in the Supreme Court and make an argument. You can make a case of like social decency and respect, pointing at Joe as an example of what not to be.
I'm Brian.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
This is the Goocheese stream, by the way. So, no more Joe. Yeah, B, way to start it off on a way to disarm me on the first fucking time, bringing fucking Joe into the situation. Billy the Fridge is saying, Billy the Fridge is not saying when it comes down to Joe, because Billy would be far more successful if there was no Joe. Billy knows this too. He stated it on numerous occasions. We're finally moving on. My hands are strong enough to rip and throw it out, but that sounds gross. Isn't this that sounds gross? Unless there's some sort of like physical reference to it, like there's no way we can confirm or deny it. So most people are on the side of he's talking out of his ass. Don't flex. I thought that was me there in the corner. Oh shit. That was me, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Got it ripped out. I live my life with sin.
Goocheese is an ASK girl now? I have no idea what AKS. Hey Kim, if you're still in the chat, I know we were on a Joe tirade now, but we're actually now on Goocheese. What? Who? Let's go, Goose. I'm sorry, yeah, but you got Mia going too.
Everybody sucks. I am the best. Fuck.
Does anyone know what AKS girl?
Fuck all of you. Better than the rest. Right, Corinne?
Yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah, the map.
No! You litterbug bitch!
This is for
Don't
Penny.
litter.
You have to go pee. Gross. Stop kissing. You guys are brother and sister.
Oh.
Incest. Incest is disgusting. Look, this you have to go pee. You just fit it in there and you go pee right there. Here you go. Hold on.
Hey, they're not. Are they by blood?
Is that where you have to go pee? Mommy's rules.
Also fuck Korean. Fuck Korean. Fuck Korean.
I would love to, but she hates
Korean.
me.
Fuck Korean.
Yeah, okay, but fuck Korean sounds much better. Like, fuck Korean. Hey! Koreans are awesome. They gave us kimchi and the Squid Game.
Fuck Korean.
She would never let me fuck
probably
her.
smells like fungus and Botox anal
I love stinky pussy that smells like sour milk.
No, God, that voice. There. Gucci's an AK. Is it AK? Okay. Cole's Hotel Security. Okay. Troy, how many rums would it take the center of Gucci's tubs? Alright, Gucci's here looks... Wait, did she dress up for this? Is she on a date?
You just made fun of me. You just made fun of me.
What? Wait a minute, Troy! You've drank one bottle of Plantation Overproof on our street. God, you're a cheap date. Everyone is roughly about $40.
We're hurting my feelings.
It's pro business.
Talk to the operator right now. Talk to him right now. Come on, you won't do it. You won't do it.
Hi, is it security? Hi.
Goo! There's the events of 4 rooms happening right now. There's a couple with some really weird sex things going on.
Can you talk to my friend?
Hello? What are you saying? Oh, sorry. My bad. We called the wrong number. Yeah, no. Everything's fine. I literally was joking and I hit the numbers in the dial. My bad. I didn't even know that was the right...
Oh, come on. If you're going to prank dial someone, put some fucking effort into it. Hello? Are you security? Are you concerned? Are you like... Are you... I got nothing because frankly, I am looking at Goo's baby bells right now, okay?
Yeah, I thought she was...
All 3 of them in that angle. It kind of did look like she was like the girl from Total Recall with like 3 tits.
I didn't even know that was the right...
I
thought she was kidding. It's serious.
You know what they could have done to not make this a piece of shit moment? Because this is wasting someone's time. How about they unplug their phone real brief and then pretended it? Because we have no way of knowing.
Okay.
Why is...
Okay, no problem.
Why is he so shocked?
No.
All the things you've done. If you type Goocheese into Google, one of the first images is her covered in milk.
Have a great night. Thank you. Sorry, we're joking around. Bye.
How the fuck we call security?
Baby bells. Those are baby bells. She's too scrawny and too lean and too small to have titties. So she's got baby bells. Besides which, I've seen her tits. They are baby bells. She's not got some hangers. I don't know where you're getting this logic from. She's absolutely tiny. Like, you want to see some fucking tits? I could post some pictures of an ex I had once when we did photography together. Holy fuck, those things suffocated me one night. Actually, I think, no joke, if you check my photos, you can find the photo shoot I did with her. Even by, like... I mean, don't get me wrong. She's attractive, though the drink is really fucking with her. Her face in particular, it's starting to do the whole... It's happening to me, too. Don't get me wrong. It's happening to me. Man, it looks better on... Bullshit.
I was like,
They do look like they're gonna fuck, though, so...
Wait, we got... Okay,
But-
call that number again.
no.
Yeah, those are milk duds. Those are baby bells.
Please, wait,
No.
ba, ba, ba.
No. No, put it down.
Hey, let's call the FBI and say we have a bomb.
Anyone. Well, how the fuck were the odds of that?
The odds? What are you talking about? You literally said, like, send a picture. The T and L, this is 3 days ago. Chicken had sex with both goo and ass at the same time? Oh. Goocheese is better in bed. I'm honestly surprised she's sober enough to be good in bed. Unless, of course, Alice is absolutely terrible.
Jessica.
She didn't get up and say hi.
What, she's sleeping?
I woke her up. I was like,
Wake up!
Well, where's
Chris
her
here.
Where's her...
Goocheese is not attractive. I think she's pretty. That's it. Physically, she's not unattractive to me. It's just... Well, also, she's a bit younger than me, too. I'm not exactly cool with that. Like, as you get older, you kind of just... Well, me at least. I kind of look at, like, younger and younger women. I'm like... But above that, it's just... She's such a fucking wreck. I don't know if I'd want to be around that. Like, you don't need to be with her to get a call at 2 o'clock in the morning. No, 4 o'clock in the morning. You're fast asleep. You're about to... You finally got to sleep. You've got work in like 3 hours, and then... Hey, I'm out here, and there are these trans hookers, and they've got knives to my throat, and and they would need you to bring the meth I've got stored in the toilet. And you're like, what? Goo, that, just come home. No, I'm serious. Then you pick up and you're like, hey, honey, yeah, we're serious. Bring the meth, or else your little breeder here won't be able to breed, if you know what I mean. No, I don't. Who are you people? I have no idea what I was going for that trans hooker there, but I'm sticking with it. I should have had a female to male trans hooker. Sup, bro? I'm telling you, bro, as one bro to another. Anyway, yeah, Goo would be such a head case. I could not handle her. And you know what else? You couldn't make plans with Goo. Like, hey, like, do you want to go book a long weekend over the say 2 weeks from next? Long weekend. You and me over to, I don't know, fucking Florida for a few days, right? They've got a great deal on this hotel. We can sit by the pool. We can drink margaritas. We can walk on the beach. We can fuck in the hotel bed. All that good stuff. And she's like, yeah, that sounds awesome. And then the 2 weeks come by and like, you don't go because she never gave you the money for her side of the ticket or her part of the room. Maybe she was the one who had to buy the room. Or maybe she was the one who had to buy the ticket. Or maybe she was the one that was in charge of the spending money. No. It's Goo's a good person, but there's a sadness to her that I just, Christ, I could not.
And then she's like, no, she's not.
Attractive versus fuckable. If I saw Goo without any context, naked in a lineup of other women naked, I wouldn't think anything other than, I suppose, TNA. So, I guess. But the second you start watching her and getting to know her, I'd be kind of like, probably not. I could probably avoid that. But saying that, I think I've hooked up with girls like Goo in the past, so yeah.
And she's fucking drunk. And she's like, runs out of bed. It's like, Karen! And she opens the door.
Clean her up, put her in an evening dress, still not attractive. No. She cleans up well. She's not at a point where she's like some sort of like drunken wreck. She's not like fucking Trumpster Bob Lev or like Lucas Werner of just like, you know.
And it's like,
she needs a roughneck.
she's my dog. And she's like, that's your dog. I was like, dude, where's that?
No joke. She needs to go to Japan. She'd do well in Japan. Because some overworked motherfucker would be kind of like, oh, I will take care of you because that is what a man should do, because clearly you are detached without a man. Ooh, the Middle East. Oh, she could be like Foodie Beauty and convert to Islam until she realizes they don't have alcohol. They'd be like that joke from Family Guy when they become Mormon. Yeah, we don't drink. Yeah, you're not allowed to smoke either. And then it's just like a pile of dead bodies. Wow. Throwing out all this trash. A big trash bag over his over his shoulder. And next scene, everyone thinks that like, oh no, Peter killed off all these wives. And then he throws them into the trash. And he's like, oh, cleaning out all this trash really takes your mind off of all those wives I had to send home.
The body is round.
Money!
I would take Goo home after exactly 6 spuds and 5 shots of the old Jackie Daniels.
How many hours? If you did that over the course of 1 hour, you wouldn't be taking anyone over, son. You're sitting down. You are getting a coffee. Maybe later you can join us for a sipping beer. And once again, thank you so much. That is the Krogan way. That's the Kroger way. Kroger. America. America! Only a month and a half to go! Well, actually, technically 2 months now. But that means less than 3 months. Ah.
Literally, here she's in Arizona.
You did the math.
And then she's like, "Is Vegan here?"
The body
no,
is
no
round.
one else is here, just us.
Oh!
Drunk or something. She's like passed out. I woke her up when she was like sleeping. She and I stayed up all night.
What did you guys do? Are you serious? That's so gross. I have to hear that.
So gross, I have to hear that.
Wait, so she's back in love with you. Are you with Alice or Jessica? What's the truth? If you want Jessica, say one. If you want Alice, say two. Alice and Jessica are there?
Yeah. Yeah, we're all
Who are you having sex with?
Both.
What is wrong with you?
It's called a polycule. Get over it, bitch.
Together? Oh my god, I'm getting blamed for him being delusional. That's unacceptable behavior. 1 for Jessica, 2 for Alex. 1 for Jessica, 2 for Alex.
I don't like to hear her
Jessica,
voice.
2 for Alex. 1 for Jessica, 2 for Alex. My whole family's in Phoenix, Arizona. Why didn't you tell me, chat?
Madam, Chicken Andy has much going on for him. He is a twink in the era of the twink. He can provide high quality drugs. And finally, he's young. And we can all hide behind the veneer of youth. Let us take away our pain and suffering and embrace the idea that Chicken Andy, he can give a good rim job.
They're going wild. Wild.
I banged uglier
1
chicks.
for Jessica, 2 for Alex.
Physically?
2 for Alex, 1 for Jessica, 2 for Alex. 1 for
Yeah,
Jessica, 2
I've
for
done
Alex.
that.
Oh, Lori Eclipse is supposed to come over too.
She called me screaming the other day. She's like, "Is Cassandra fucking my boyfriend?" I'm like, I don't know who's her boyfriend and who's Cassandra fucking. I have no idea.
What's her name? She was the one earlier who was saying like, "Don't kiss your brother." I'm saying. No, yeah,
Yeah, I'm really.
I don't know who
trying to
she
keep you
is,
guys in
actually.
news
We're gonna get
and
all
fight
the
for
girls
freedom. Okay, so you
I just
got
know I don't like her
on
voice.
an RV.
Yeah.
And then you got
Jessica, a Karen.
Ew.
So
Who's in your house? Who's in your house?
Just Jessica, right?
Please leave your
Jessica and
message
you.
for
So you're having sex with Jessica but not Alice.
Yeah, dude, I just go fucking. I feed Alice like twice a day, so I wouldn't worry about it.
You just go bring her food, and then
I
you.
just-
Andy has the good face of a clown. Like if he ever became a clown or a ooh, Andy should become a juggalo. Yes, let's make Andy into a fucking juggalo. I need him to scream whoop whoop, and then do some meth, and then backhand someone, call them the N-word, and then hang out with a bunch of black people and say that he's not racist.
Go have sex with Jessica, but doesn't Alice try to attack Jessica, or Jessica tries to attack Alice?
Well, see, if Jessica's fucking attacking me, then I go fuck Alice in the RV. I'm just kinda. I
mean, she's fucking living her life. Like, she's living her youth through Andy. The same way how are they not fucking? And before you say what if? No. Everyone fucks everyone these days. Game of Thrones made incest cool. What are you, a trad? You trad?
stop feeding her food. I don't know what I'm feeding her, but it's not.
What are you doing? Not stepbrother.
I gotta like change her.
Incest is wrong.
Jessica or Alice?
Jessica.
Whoa! Why would Jessica put up with you if you're with Alice?
He was one. Oh, he was! Brilliant! Is there any footage of that? I'd love to see that.
Are Jessica and Alice friends anymore?
I could keep...
They both want my money, that's all.
She'd get bored with you. That's the thing. Like, she would get bored with you. You'd come home and find like half the place where you're living is on fire and the rest of it is full of, like... The best way to describe them are a bunch of, like... junkies, but they're acting like the apes from the opening of 2001: A Space Odyssey, and they were like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You ever see Primal? Shit like that. And Goocheese is like, yeah, sorry. I don't think you're meant to set fire to like cans of kerosene. I didn't know. You have like $20. I want to get wasted.
All they want me for.
Are you making money?
Yeah, I have.
No one's donated tonight. Where is the TTS?
Very true. How come I'm making more money than this motherfucker? Andy can't live his cat boy secret life. I guarantee somewhere. Chicken Andy is cat boy with Nick Fuentes. I'm calling it now. I know. Cat boy is a well-established character. It's been. Oh God! I almost forgot. I didn't even tell anyone. Every time someone donates, I do a shot. That's 2 donations here tonight. Doesn't count over on Twitch. Drank enough. Let me go and grab the vodka and we get this party stated. Not started, but stated, because it's a fact. Like Andy's fuckable lips. God. I wish I was questionably 20-something. Pretty. Not pretty.
500. I have like 500.
I'm handsome.
I have like
Oh, wants to be handsome.
I have like 50. I have 50 coins in Litecoin. I have 50 coins. 50 Litecoins.
What does that mean?
I have crypto. I have a lot of crypto. I have like 50 coins in crypto.
So what are you worth?
Fuck, I don't know. Whatever the 50 coins are worth. Fucking millionaire, dude.
This is a PSA for anyone who might need this in the future. Okay? I saw this tweet a couple days ago. You've probably seen variations on this particular kind of tweet. You probably don't think very highly of it, but again, maybe you got like a relative or a
you're
friend
all
or something.
ready for some
The way
fucking
in
absolute
2020
vodka.
election. I may need readers, but I'm not colorblind. Does this look like a blue state to you? And what we're looking at right here is a county-by-county breakdown of the great state of Washington, where, as you can see, there are more counties that are red than counties that are blue. In spite of this, people call Washington a blue state. Now, what is the problem here? Well, the problem is, of course, and I'm sure many of you already know this, that a lot of these counties over here, you know, in the southeastern portion of the state especially, have a couple, you know, like 10, 20, 30,000 people in them. It's not a lot. Whereas King County on its own has millions. We get into variations in this, like this discourse all the time, and I want to have this out here on record, okay? So I responded, of course, very diplomatically with, can a geneticist or maybe an evolutionary psychologist explain to me what feature of the Republican skull makes it impossible for them to understand how population
I
maps
can remember
work as this
Gucci
keeps happening?
being skinnier.
So,
Oh!
I'm following
Vosh!
through on this, okay?
Were we watching Vosh next? Look at that autoplay bullshit. We weren't watching Vosh next. This is a Goocheese stream. And actual cheese. But cheese can come later. Shots come now. Hey! What? I got vodka. I'm going to do 2 shots of vodka while screaming Andavar. Well, not screaming it, but stating it. By the way, if anyone, like I said, if anyone's got any good Goocheese content, because I'm going to go over the best bits of Goocheese, but so far it's been Goocheese adjacent. We need to get balls deep. We need to watch her get her ass kicked out on the beach again. We need to see her on the train. No point watching her with the pizza and that dude who thought that she was gang stalking him. That was fairly recent. We need more goo. If you're on our Discord, do point it out. Now, first things first. Andavar. Vanilla. Ooh, very vanilla. Ooh, very vanilla. Ooh, very vanilla. I like that. It takes the edge off. Not enough. But a respectable amount. Hello, chat. You're busy tonight. I appreciate that. People to converse with. What am I? Some sort of social media influencer? I found out my Hawaii accent is the most dangerous. Oh, Jesus. We were enjoying Vosh. Well, Vosh can come on Bearded Ramblings. Actually, you know what I want to do? I want to get drunk with Vosh. Because, and this is important, Vosh is motherfucking lightweight. He openly admits it. He gets so drunk so quick. And then he's dismissive and laughs at everything. Really fun. He's really fun. But also he gets super horny. So if you ever want to ask Vosh about the horse, the famous horse dick, that's the time. Now, it's 11 a.m. here. Great time for shots. Awesome. 11 a.m. here. Best time for shots. Oh, really? It's currently 16:12. Let's go, Xenos. I'm stealing your headphones and vodka. Prost! Oh, and I didn't shout Andavar. Andavar! There. And this one... Andavar. Doing the pose like an ogre from Warhammer Fantasy. Scream as they run, but that's part of the fun. The ogres are coming to get ya. Alcohol. Boss is a lightweight. He is. He openly admits it. That's okay. But he can smoke more than me. So he doesn't smoke that much weed anymore, apparently. Like a lot of people used it to help him sleep. I don't think he ever was on stream like absolutely. No, he was, and he kicked the ass of some sort of like ethno-stater. And it's really like a really back when it was like him facing sideways, looking at the camera, looking at his screen, not looking at the camera. Whoa! He's like a 6 and 7. Countdown to his Discord. They call Vosh the pedo. Watch. Yeah, they do, and I know exactly where it's coming from, and that's bullshit. I think I've told the story before. Okay, quick Vosh lore. If you ever hear anyone calling him the PDF file, the Jared Genesis, the no word, wait, what am I saying? It's my channel, and I don't have any sponsors. The pedophile. If you ever hear anyone calling Vosh a pedophile, know that they're either being malicious or they simply have not known the context. Vosh was being asked by a libertarian about who thought that kids needed to go back to work sooner. Much sooner, like 10, 8. Kids needed jobs, you know? Let's send them back to become chimney sweeps and the like. Vosh did not like this idea, as I'm going to take a random shout out here. You didn't either. And he said, oh, so kids working labor is bad. And the guy back said, yeah, it's bad. And he said, well, by that logic, then what's wrong with, and then he used the example of child pornography. And they were like, well, that's just bad. And he's like, why? Well, because they're kids and they don't understand. They don't understand what it is to use their bodies to make a profit. If you're going to go and be okay with child labor, in this case he was particularly talking about like sweatshops in Indonesia, then how are you also not okay with this? All of these things are bad. But someone clipped them, and that's where every time someone talks to him about this, who has like a genuine misunderstanding, they are corrected real quick and they're like, oh, I guess I was told like shit. And he was like, yeah, you were. Shut the hell? Never. Aha, cool. There's a second button on this thing. I didn't never realize that. That's weird. Child porn is bad. Big shock. I'm taking a random shot out here, and I think we're all in agreement with this. Kiddie stuff equals bad. Bosch never said good. He simply said that if you're okay with child labor, if you have a moral high ground to say that child labor, sweatshops, working in like gold mines and shit is bad, then by that exact same logic, it's on par with child porn. And it all needs to be shut down. They really are being disingenuous. Yeah, exactly. Right? The way I described it, we all agree. You don't get to stand on your high horse and say that, hey, this is bad, the way you treat these kids in porn. Or hell, get a bit wider. Selling your body. OnlyFans or working as a barista. Both of which is shit. You don't get to have some sort of moral high ground to say otherwise. Like, it's all trash. You deserve better quality. If you have to make some sort of trade, some agreement for your daily bread, then at least the people on OnlyFans are doing it more so on their terms than they are working in fucking McDonald's or Walmart, you know? And those kids, whether it be something horrific done to them in the bedroom or something horrific done to them in the fucking plantation fields, it's wrong. Kids shouldn't work, period. They should be having fun and learning skills that will benefit them later on in life. They should be making contacts and friends. They don't need to wake up at 8 o'clock. No, they don't have to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning with a kick going, right, it's time to work in the acid mines. And then like decades later, they're like the manager of the acid mine that they worked in. I built character, it did. Like, what the fuck? No! You're a victim, but now you're using your victimhood to hurt others. Stop! Having a job at a young age should involve, like, simple things, like help if you're, for example, in a farming community. Well, help someone else out in the farm, you know? That's positive. That's good. It'll teach you skills and basic shit. Being told to pick the lint out of the machines or going into the room with the man who paid extra. Yeah, no. All that's the same and all that's bullshit. Yeah. So whenever you hear someone say, oh, Vosh is a... Now you know the context. And for the record, most people who do... I'm pouring a drink just in case someone donates. Save some time. It's gonna go over here, and it'll stay here. But yeah, if you ever hear or say anyone, ever hear anyone say like, "Oh, I hear he likes kid porn," no, he doesn't. Now, as for the horse stick thing, he wants to have a horse stick. That's weird to me, but I also can kind of get it. So, yeah, that's just a kink. He just wants to have a horse stick. He just wants to walk around like a fucking satyr. You know, with a hentai monster thing wandering around. Alright, fine. May he indulge many of his consensual partners for years to come. Not really my thing, but He's wrong about Skyrim, though. I will fight him in the streets, and he'll win, too. Alright. Ooh! The porn stars of World War II pin-ups. Oh, I gotta watch that later. For historical research. She's great, by the way. World War II, fantastic channel. Indy Nidell does it. As sickos are bad tubes. That's pussy work. Kids need acid farm. Yeah, you need to wake up and have the fucking pterodactyls just claw at your face, because then they produce pterodactyl eggs, which are quite delicious. Your skin is gonna come back eventually. What's the big deal? What about them stealing? Because They can fit in small windows. Very true, but you know who else could? Are you going to steal valuable work from dwarfs? Little people. I actually don't know the different. I actually don't know if it's okay to call them the M word or not. So I'm not going to. But mighty folk. I'm going to call them the mighty folk. I will call them dwarfs though, because to me a dwarf is a powerful, sturdy stock. Work in the mines. Now you see, for them it makes sense. Their society is very safe and straightforward. For example, like a dwarf child will work in the mines, but they'll start like hauling buckets. Well away. Their bodies are designed for it. Human bodies aren't. We're not the same sort of creature. Hey, 18 online. That's fantastic. Too bad you said all that thing about wanting to do that thing to, you know, all those things about that you were justifiable to be reported for. Here you go. Woohoo! Aw, yeah! Alright, back to goo. We got a little bit more goo, and then we will look at our first actual cheese. Mike scares me. Why? Why? He looks like such a nice guy. Look at this too! Mike scares me! Fuck's sake. Why are you hanging out with him then? Before you say she's nowhere to go, bullshit. Goocheese, wait. Don't get my channel banned. Goocheese dancing? Goocheese strikes Mike multiple times. Oh, we gotta watch this. Look, this is Goo doing... Jesus, this... How is there not a needle there with a fucking spoon? Like, fuck's sake. Maybe there is. Cheesy! One thing I don't like about Goo, she doesn't really have that many... She doesn't have that legs. That's actually something. I like girls with legs. Goo doesn't really have legs. She doesn't have thighs. She doesn't have an ass. Got a little perky ass, but I mean, it's not an ass. Yeah, that's the thing, like, no. No, I like curves on a woman. She's got okay boobs. Oh, she the most skinny fucking twigs of a leg. I could probably put my hand around one of them.
Oh, banned, you piece of shit.
It's not my fault.
Did you? I know. Don't get me banned.
Don't get me banned.
Hey, did she show her pussy, dude?
No.
He looks like Robin Williams in Jumanji. What year? I say that, but a big respect for the beard. You know why? Because it's a beard that you grew out.
Oh my god, dude. Ow.
I really hate you.
Did you show your pussy? Did you show your pussy?
That's
show
just...
her pussy? Should I delete?
He keeps asking, to show her pussy, to show her pussy. You know what? Yes, buddy. Wide gaped. She actually took some nails, grabbed the skin flaps either side, and spread them. Pinned them to her own fucking hips. There's blood pouring down her legs right now. Like, it's just pure, it's pure chaos there. You could fit a fucking 6-pack of eggs inside the carton in there now. That's what she did. That's what she did. Yeah, of course, that's what she did.
The VOD.
Jesus Christ! All right, now you. Oh, don't hit the homeless.
Oh my god, dude, my lip, dude. Dude, these things have taken a fucking licking, dude. And they're still cooking.
Get out of here.
Respect, Goo. Deep respect. He has to buy you meth first. Or dinner. Or meth. Oh my goodness gracious. I know, right? They're living their best, I don't know if the term is life, but they're living their best moments. Oh my god, I need... You know what? There's probably some dude bro website that has like a custom table that includes a bottle cap opener. Luckily for me, I have. It worked! Oh, it caused a little bit of drippage, but it fucking worked. Okay, so this table comes with two cabinets either side, one of which was the perfect size. It's metal, so just click it open. Now you saw I could use my teeth, sure, but that's not great for your teeth. It's even if you do it right, which is there's a trick to it. I'll show you how to do it, right? Everyone always thinks, like, they look at movies and they think that, oh, this goes, and I'm sure there are people out there who can do that. What you do is, you grab this, you put enough pressure, and then you turn away from yourself. That way your teeth aren't gonna fucking fall out. If you gotta do it, I mean, they're designed, or if you have the strong enough hands to do it. I don't have the strong enough hands to do it. I've got double joints, and I never worked with my hands for a long enough period of time. In fact, working with the weights for as long as I have, I've noticed my hands are getting a little less soft. And the last 3 women, no joke, the last 3 women I've been with have all noted when we're getting old and nice and the intimate part. They're all like, oh, your hands are so soft. And I'm like, that's a good thing, right? And they're like, yeah, it's so different to every other guy I've had around. I guess I'm an exotic curiosity. I'm okay with that. It's just something that always stuck out in my brain. It's like, I met a girl once who told me, we didn't hook up, we just got shit-faced together. And she's like, a guy once told me, you have the weirdest looking boobs I've ever seen. I was like, what do you mean? And she just fucking popped it up, popped them out. I'm like, do it again? And the best way I can describe them is they were kind of like when your eyes do the thing where, you know, when you look at one side of the room and the other and there's a slight difference in the background, where like if you're looking at a door frame, like right now I'm looking at a door frame, a TV screen, like this, the screen is gone and the other, the frame is gone, and then this one, the frame is back. Best way to describe it was like that. One was like, it was. And I was like, oh, well, I thought girls, like all had tits that were, one was bigger than the other, because what, obviously if you're left-handed, you're going to work more with your left hand, you got the right hand, you got the right hand. Everything I've seen from Goo feels like a Tarantino. She would work so well in a Tarantino film. You basically, what you do is, you get Goo shit-faced enough, and then the object is, you tell Goo in advance, alright, you get absolutely shit-faced, and in the middle of a ramble, you sit down, and you start talking to this character. Now this guy cannot under any circumstances speak to you. He is looking like this. Do not under any circumstances interact with this vision. Instead, just keep talking at him. Put your arms around him. Maybe even put your hands down his pants if you want to. And he'd be like, yeah, I don't mind that. But it's just like don't mess with the front view. Because the camera is like right there. And then it's like some sort of third act. You're there sitting at a bar and you're like, maybe a really cool song is playing, like a brilliant like 1960s, 1970s sort of like rock songs playing. It's all black and white. The camera's slowly panning in on your face. And all these randos at the bar are having conversations with you. And then Goo just comes in and goes like, you can't even hear what she's saying. She's like, and then like in the director's commentary you're like, so we just got like the biggest fucking drunks in the town together. Like I'm pretty sure 90% of these people are dead now. That girl there who's currently trying to stick her tongue in Jacob's ear. God, Jacob is such a good actor here. Like, he didn't flinch. This was all done in one take. Can you believe that? It was just me, Jacob, of course, everyone else on the other side of the camera. Derek, our sound guy, who makes sure that it was, which is so sad because, of course, as you can hear, we didn't add any extra audio in on it. And of course, Martha, who of course passed there this year. This scene always reminds you of Martha because this is actually how we met in the first place. Fucking dark. What the fuck? Keep drinking. Oh. You want me to keep drinking? You want me to fucking keep drinking? I can't have some deep-seated existential bullshit. It all has to belong to Goo. But I'm the one that can actually voice the words. I imagine Goo has had like some real sort of like, man, we're all like on some rock in the ocean in the world of like ourselves. But what is ourselves? And someone goes, You're pretty. Does that count? Yeah. Maybe, I don't know. Then she looks at her phone for the fifth, constantly hitting refresh for whoever she's looking at to send. Because I always notice whenever she's on her phone, she's always on her phone looking to wait for someone, which is kind of weird. There's a song in Goocheese, a really good 60s, 70s sort of song that should be played like in a Vietnam movie, you know? Like The Ballad of the Goo or something like that. Or One Last Slice of Cheese. One Last Slice of Cheese, you know? And I wait by the windowsill for one last sight of you.
Don't show your tits on my stream.
This is someone that thinks that Olive Garden is the best place to get food. Hey, the best place to get food is the exact same logic behind the best video game in the world. Go with friends. I'm not going to say the best place to eat food is there. The best place for food is places that will get your palates afire. But you've had good times. I guarantee you, Troy, you have been to Olive Garden enough to know that alright. Who the fuck cares? You don't go there for the food. You go there for the god. Except for the endless, isn't it the endless bread or whatever the hell it is? What's the thing that Olive Garden does?
This is mine.
No, this is mine.
No, yours is over here.
I haven't gotten to Olive Garden since 2007?
My stream is right here.
2008 maybe?
Your stream's not even. You're just playing music.
This is your stream? Oh, my bad. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
No, you're not. You know, you're annoyed that something was discovered out about you, like how you can hurt people. Women are told for so long that like men are stronger than them that they kind of forget that guys can be hurt by like women really easy. Physicality is physicality, you know, the three laws of Newtonian physics. Chicken spits in Goocheese mouth. Let's go.
Come on, you want a shot, don't you?
Bend your neck back a little.
Do you want a shot or not?
Okay, I'll take a shot.
No, lay on your
I can already see where this is going.
back. Lay on your back.
Pasta is too easy to make. Be going to the restaurant for it. That's true there, Troy. Now, what you said is fundamentally true. So, what can they get you on? The ingredients. The sauces, the cheeses, the spices, the type of pasta. Have you ever paid for artisanal pasta? I have. I've paid for pasta that took 2 fucking hours to be edible. I am not even kidding. I brought it back from France. And it took me years to realize that's an actual type of pasta. I thought I was being done over. No, it's genuinely... Like, I came up with these massive, like, rings of pasta. These tubes of pasta. Like, a toddler could fit their arm through it. It was huge. My dick would be well constrained by it. But... not that I tried that. I thought about it after the fact, but that's me being slow-witted. Like, the pasta itself... okay, great. So what? Well, what about the meat? You got all these meat sauces and meat preparation. Like, you can make a really strong case for it. It's just that you have to increase whatever you can do at home. Because you have to count in on the cost, right? I used to teach pasta making lessons. Well, Carthage! Alright, fill us in then, Professor. And that's not me being passive aggressive or anything. Like, I'm serious. Like, enlighten us in the chat.
Lay on your back, dude. No, like lay. Oh, there we go.
Why should anyone go to an Italian restaurant?
Let me do a belly button shot. Tilt the head back. Tilt the head back.
Stop touching me.
No, that was me.
No, he keeps touching me.
I touch everybody. Don't feel like you're special or something, all right?
Mike does. I know. I do. I've noticed that. Like, he does. That is Mike, right? Piss Mike. There is a video of Mike getting pissed on that's been doing the rounds, and the thing is, if I watch it, I mean, it's on YouTube, but I mean, that's how I got my first strike. Like, I don't know.
Special.
Do it! Yeah!
That's like getting fucking mace, dude. What?
Well, the first time she's ever said that in her life. The only difference is this is far worse because alcohol is mildly way more acidic than semen.
That was base.
Is this thing like zoomed in or something?
That was disgusting.
Well, I don't know how to do it.
That's good.
No, it was like...
You don't know how to do it? It's called a cap!
That bitch.
No, wait.
You have a macing problem.
Who
You better
maced
keep
her?
that mace to yourself, woman.
Hey, I drank it. I used that shit. I was like using it for fucking chips and salsa, man.
The mace?
Yeah.
Yeah, she maced you, right?
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, mace, someone, I think it was Augusta, you said that, like, women need to have mace and shit like that. You do build up a tolerance. Mace is just like Paprika. There are non-spice-based maces. that comes with its own problem. The next stage up, of course, is the taser, and well, that comes with its own hit of problems. If you remember that big giant black guy who got shocked by it, hits him and goes like, "I'm coming for you next." But no, like,
So on purpose or by accident?
On purpose.
What the fuck? Why'd you
That's
mace?
what they all say, dude.
Nothing was working. We were punching
Ass.
and kicking
Ass. Ass.
Was he trying to grope gang a little bit?
Yeah, just a lot. Only
Oh,
like
you,
a lot.
you tried to finger her? You tried to do the fucking...
What do you mean tried to? I succeeded. My finger, her. We interacted. Her ass touched. There. Forever and a day, you will know this. And you will be lesser for it, because that is your mindset. Grow larger, like my penis, thinking about her ass.
Payphone?
Or perhaps your ass.
The payphone? You tried to do
No
the
ass.
payphone? The
Oh,
cigarette,
yeah.
old cigarette machine?
Yeah.
The cigarette machine?
I like that comedian. He's funny.
What the
Ralphie
hell?
May.
Yeah, Ralphie.
Alright, I think we're done with the small batch of goo. It's time we get into the high batch of goo. Let's watch the ultimate Goocheese of this generation, because she's gone through different arcs, but still so far, up to now, the Goocheese moment that stands out is the beach fight. That's what we're going to look at. Wait, why is it nighttime? We're entering a new territory! I have not seen this yet. No ass. Yes ass. Spool. I generally look at restaurants like you can't make it at home sort of deal, then we go for like a spool of ready to. If you want Raz, it might be longer. Make it. Alright. Alright. She has sagas. She does. She's got arcs. She's got volume. I mean, we don't even mention the fact that she got kicked out of FurryCon that one year. Xanos. Cough, cough. Cheese mixed into the sauce. So, you wouldn't go, for example, to... Alright, when you want to sit down in a restaurant that does pasta, not out of morbid curiosity, but because they do a decent job. Aha! Look at this, XXX private dating site. Oh no, I'm gonna report you, and I'm gonna report you this time around for no stuff. Jared Genesis stuff. Here, Jared got his TikTok taken down, by the way. Good stuff. Yeah, Xenos, before I go on, you wouldn't... What? No, instead of like you wouldn't, what would you do sitting, what would convince you to sit down in an Italian restaurant outside of Italy? Like, what would make you go like, oh hell yeah, like I'm down to try this out, or oh, this sounds interesting, I've never heard of this before. What would get you sitting down at someone else's table for money rather than what of course Italian food is for, which is to have in a big family gathering in the backyard of someone else's house, or in a big living room, or in a town square, because that's my ma told me those when she lived in the south of France. Every Sunday, everyone would gather in the square for these big, basically a potluck, or like a block party. Everyone would just gather. Everyone would bring something. There would be these huge like char pits, best way to describe them. And the food would be constantly kept warm. The food would be prepared. Everyone would bring the wine. Everyone would bring the food. Everyone would get drunk. You'd of course pay in but you'd pay in some point throughout the week. It would be just something extra you'd ask. Like one of the extra vendors in the town would ask for. This is like in the 80s, by the way. And then it would just be this big long table, and everyone would just be eating and drinking and eating and drinking, and they drink more than they eat. So after a while, the food would go cold. So they put them back on the char pits, cool down, and that's actually how I was raised to eat food at first, until I ran across the Irish, who I'm gonna be honest with you, the Irish don't have a love of eating. We've got an interesting love with food. It's like, yeah, it's nice, but it's not like a love. It's not a passion. It's like food is nice. Well, of course food is nice, but it's not the same sort of passion as like the French have it. Or, I'm gonna be honest with you here, the English have it. The English have a passion of food far superior to us. We mimic how the English do it, but they're not that great compared to the French or the Dutch. And the Dutch have it. Not many people think about it because the Dutch are surprisingly, like, they don't make a big deal about it. The Hispanics, Italian food, and Mediterranean, Greek, Slavic, on the coast there, Turkic, and from the Balkans. Like the Balkans' relationship to food is so different to us. Like we just don't have it in the same way, and I've always felt like that's a huge downside for the Irish. Because the Irish we do love our grub, but we love the same grub. Everyone will always say, everyone will always say the same thing. Oh, they love the carvery on the Sunday. They love potatoes. They love cabbage. They love like the spiciest thing they're ever gonna have is something they're gonna order from the Chinese. You know, like it's, and not even the the weird part of it. They're gonna order the exact same thing from a Chinese they've ordered for the past 5 or 10 years. Like when they were in college, if they were in college, they might have experienced the joys, the craziness of a kebab. Whoa! You went to Turkey and tried couscous? You can buy couscous in Tesco's for 60 cents. It's breadcrumbs infused with a little bit of spice. Fresh made pasta. If you told me they were fresh made tortillas, I'd be over. Sucker for delicious risotto. And for like seasonal mushrooms, your mom's experience sounds, yeah, amazing. Oh no. What she described was fantastic. We went back after my dad died to bury his ashes in the same town, and I could see pain in her eyes. It was a cafe, first of all. The central area had been bought out and turned by one of the local bars / restaurants and turned into a cafe. No one remembered any name she ever said, and all the foods were pre-packaged, processed, except for the wine. The wine still was goddamn fucking amazing. Best wine. I'm not much of a wine drinker. Still the best wine I've ever had in my life. South of France. And of course, that's not even where the French people will say like the real good wine comes from. The real good wine comes from a little bit up, like mid France, closer to the champagne region. You know, literally the champagne region. But yeah, the way my man described it was brilliant, and as a result, I end up becoming a talker when I eat and a talker when I drink. But when I do that with English and Irish and German, lady, fucking loved lady, but she for her food was like done, next. Like it was all just all quick. I was kind of like, so what? Okay, yeah, I guess we can get dessert if you really want. Like I would like eat my meal as quick as possible because I knew at this point too, like she was like this, and I'm not throwing shade at her because she fucking loved her food. Brilliant. I love food too. But like sitting down with someone, having a meal, having a conversation, it's a bit more than that. It's a bit older than that. It, like I said, like the way my ma described it, you needed to have burners on hand to keep the food, the leftovers, warm. And eventually, everybody just said, "I'm plate number 3." And that was their leftovers for 2 days. And when I say leftovers, I mean big leftovers. By the way, the town I'm talking about is La Bousse. Boop, boop, boop. Or just Bousse. We start with Toulon, France. That's the nearest town in France. This is where we stay when me ma brought hold us. Absolutely amazing food here, but the prices vary from place to place incredibly. 20, 40, 60 a dish. It's not worth it. It shouldn't be worth it. But see if I can find it. Le Castellet is a town that's also nearby. La Boussette? That looks promising. Exist?
The body is round.
Oh shit!
Fat bottom girls like Goocheese make the rockin' world go round.
She has a bottom but no thighs. It's like, what if girls wanted a muscular guy but they looked like the first of all, thank you so much for the extra $5. That really does help. Was like the be like this, right? Imagine if girls wanted this. I mean, girls want muscular guys. They want fucking guys who are toned. And maybe there are women who want ridiculously muscular mans. But like Goo doesn't have any legs, any thighs. Also, you're owed 12. You're also owed 12 curls. We should watch the video. I think this is La Bousse. This is, I don't know. This is Le Bousse, of course. That's Actually, I've got a story about that before I continue. Nature calls. That's all those Gordon's gins, for the record. They want Shaw William Scott. Right, like. If you wanted a woman, like if we think about like what women think men want, it'll be this, not even Barbie, it will just be like this minuscule sliver, and then these huge fucking, it'll be almost like some sort of like H, a capitalized H, you know? Nah, like Goo to me, she's pretty. I don't know. Like maybe if she caught me at an interesting time in my life, I'd be like, maybe. She's pawing over me. It's just the two of us. But here's just also another thing. Goo does not get like that outside of the IP2 van. Like, she doesn't get horny outside of the IP2 van. She gets horny inside of the IP, or around people that she knows. She's very scared outside of the IP2 van. Look at her on Drunken Peasants. She falls asleep on the Drunken Peasants couch. She wakes up and immediately like, I want to go home. I want to go home now. Like, she needs to hide in the warm embrace of, at the time, I suppose it was Chicken Andy and the like. Now, I guess it's Mike, but
Hey, $5 a picture, motherfuckers.
$5 a picture. Nope, it's called public space. Guess what you are, motherfucker? You're the public. Oh shit! I'm sorry. You got. I've been out a lot today. You are owed not just your boy doing the 12 set, but also some booze. Somebody clip Lev. Nah, Goo is pretty. No! Actually, first of all, yeah. No, see, no, seriously. Yeah. There's a butt to that. But that's just it. Like, all she has is a butt. She's got no legs. And her tits? Motherfucker, I've been strangled by tits bigger than her. Like, I am literally going to turn... I'm going to turn the next woman who I'm going to have sex with, her boobs, into some sort of, like, harmonica. Where I'm like... No, a jug! I'm going to have her as a jug. And before you laugh in this regard, you kidding me? I know tons of women who'd love to fucking do that. No one ever question. Everyone always thinks that like the first insult everyone will throw at you that you're some sort of like helpless virgin or whatever. No, that's a vibe. You all know I fucked. I'll fuck again. So are you. A little bit of thing called confidence. Okay. In the meantime, one. I can't do this one. Could a mod in the chat take care of that mod? That bot? 3. 4. 5. Then we have a shot to do after. I'm a man! Real man. 6. 7. Still fuck Joe. Whoa. Hey, damn, that's a difference. Woohoo! 12. Ah! Andavar. That one wasn't so bad, actually. Excellent documentary on mental illness. Hey, mental illness can produce some of the finest works of art on the planet. They also resulted in the Holocaust and 5-year plan, Bags, Nickelback. But we don't get into the negatives here on Low Energy Videos. Seriously, if anyone donates, I do one of what you just saw there. Drink. To that end, vodka pours. That was a very well poured shot. And the next dono is awaiting, as well as the weights. But until then, we return to the goo of the cheese.
What? I'm homeless. $5 I'm home.
You know what you do, by the way, if someone is like that and they're like, hey, I'm homeless, and you're like, oh, you're homeless. Yeah, okay. Oh, cool. And then I'll put it down and be like, hey, so tell me, how did you get homeless? I'd literally like start asking them like all the little nuances, and eventually we'd be like, if the city just supported people more, and I'd be like, yeah, 100%. Hitler was only allegedly mentally ill. He deaf. Well, by the end of hold on, by the end of 1945, like May, at least mid 1945, he had syphilis. Like, no one doubted that. That's what he's being treated for by his doctor. So, yeah, like, he was mentally unwell. Like, syphilis causes all the bad things, you know. Allegedly, how much? Any dono? You could chance it. I actually forget what the minimum for. I think I do still have it set for $1 for one donor, so you could chance it. Maybe 2. You could chance 2.
Homeless too. Turn off your fucking camera. I'm homeless too.
I don't think I put it down for 1 because I know that like you get your donation deducted a little bit. Every streamer has their money deducted. Like that $5 you get is not going to be a $5. Either you paid a little extra putting it in, or mine is deducted just from YouTube, and not from YouTube, from OBS. We get into Streamlabs. Well, I definitely know Streamlabs takes this cut.
Can I have $5 a picture? Dude, delete that. What are you doing?
No, Goo! He worked! This is the third act of some guy's 90s Hallmark movie. One man's struggle with pain and misery. One man's struggle with triumph. I'm saying, man, all you need is the Lord. I don't know, Wesley Snipes in a role that will inspire you.
Okay, how
Oh.
much? I thought it was part of the tiles. Oh my god, it's like recreations of all. Oh my god, do it, please don't chase me with the cat on your shoulder. Please! I didn't know, I swear to god.
Delete that!
No! I'm in public, this ain't your fucking place, bitch! And you got—
Goo, for once, is actually... I'd love Legal Eagle to take a fucking Goocheese video and be like, actually, she's quite correct here. This is called public, and then it shows them the law.
Just because you got a cat on your shoulder
Then he talks about the foot. Wait, cat shoulder? Cat shoulder.
doesn't make you fucking
Just
magical.
you have a camera on your hand.
Hey, she's gonna wreck.
Guess what? I don't think I'm God.
Face with that.
Okay, get out of my
Get
face.
out of my fucking face.
Stop chasing me.
Get into my car.
Stop chasing me with your pussy in your back.
Me, your pussy.
A little bit. But I think that's cool. I like your cat.
Turn on
Aww.
the fucking camera and I'll talk to you like a person.
Aw, you're... Although I have to admit, the cat is... They have the cat on a leash. Don't put a cat on a leash. A dog on a leash makes more sense. I'm still not for it, but a dog on a leash makes more sense. A cat on a leash...
Turn off your fucking camera.
No.
Turn off your fucking camera.
No, don't touch me, bitch.
Bite
I'm in
her.
public. And right
In
now,
the
you don't want to get arrested,
nude.
do you?
Hey, so I just informed my friend to notify
The
that
what?
there is a person that has recorded people
Okay.
that has requested not to be recorded,
Okay.
and they're part of like a lot of
Like the Illuminati and shit.
no, not the Illuminati.
Oh, okay.
People that are very attached.
A cat on your shoulders will make you magical. No! It makes you a woman who never had kids, and now she's no longer accepted in Facebook groups. That's what it makes you. And Suzanne, I love you, but maybe stop sending me those 50 pictures proving that the world is flat. You're drinking for donos. Do at least a $5, LEV. Hey, Gus, I actually thought that the default was a $5. Like if Billy Boy is going to donate less, then it's gonna come up less, and I will not do a drink for dono for that. The default, as far as I'm aware, is a $5 though, so. I remember setting it at least a $5 because I was always terrified of pissing off some sort of like one of our guests, basically. And they would just spam us for like $1 a piece until they had like $20 worth. Obviously a euro for a donation. Actually, that's actually... Yeah, no. I want to talk about this. Our chat has been one of the coolest I have ever seen. It has completely disproven my fears. Because what happened over the years... It rhymed a little bit there. Was that I was terrified that I would be like friends with people who had like some trolls, and they would, as a result, troll me, and I would have to respond to them, whatever. And I have, like, there have been trolls.
The body is round.
Billy, thank you so much.
Get out of my dreams. Get into my car.
My new name is Andavar. Mortal Kombat. But thank you goddamn so much for the extra. You have been a fucking team player to say the least. Every little helps towards the trip. Every little helps towards, and you know what else? I have a little surprise for the money that's actually going in right now, like 1-to-1 that you're gonna guys are gonna see. I have to check my phone before I do this. Oh, real quick. But yeah, like, what was I talking about? I can't remember what I was talking about beforehand, so I'm kind of fucked in that regard. I'm sure whatever, if anyone in the chat can lead me back in before the donation, what was I talking about? You guys need to be my hand. I am now the blind sage. Nice. Trolls. It was Raw Feast and all them. Alright, so yeah, I remember. Okay, so that. Remember I was talking about the drama and shit like that. But what was that the context to? Betty rules? Well, the thing is that doesn't make any sense. Betty doesn't rule. He kind of drools. I mean, I thought Betty rules once, and then he said awesome things like Joe is cool. And then afterwards, I don't know. Nah. I've learned my long history of drinking. Don't get too hooked up on a mind thought, you know? This is something right out of Disco Elysium, you know? You need to have like 15 different versions of myself, all my different opinions going like, so, just like that. He disregards it. And of course he does. Why should he have to worry about anything? Maybe he wants his legacy. Maybe he should have another drink. And then I'm like, oh, another drink. Now, at this rate, we need to have the persona lift weights and it'll change your life song. 1, 3, 4, 5, and alright. You're already getting a 6 for this one. Because I know what physical tearing is like. Hey guys! You think you know what anal sex is? Yep. No, you don't. Waiting 4 hours in an ER room? I actually had to do that with a friend of mine. He seriously, like he contacted me. He's like, "Hey, so I experimented and it went badly," and I'm like, "Oh, okay. Would you like come and help me out?" And I'm like, "How do you mean help? Get me to A, B, C, D?" And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And it was we were on that level of like friendship, but I was the nearest person to him. So yeah, anal sex, it's great until it isn't. Context is key.
Alright, cool. so I'm gonna get gang stalked now. Thanks.
I mean, maybe.
No, now your face is on camera, so I have your face too. So thanks for giving me that threat.
Dude.
Faggot.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
How about you don't be in public then if you don't want your fucking face in public?
Goo, all you have to say is, all we have to do is, you don't even need to scream it. All we have to do is ask a law enforcement officer, hey, Mr. Policeman, there's a woman here who doesn't understand what the public is. Comes in and she's like, hey, you need to give me money. Why should you give her money? Because she said so, but that's not legal. And that's the end of that. Goo instead is like, fuck you, you fucking F word. I hope you die in hell. I hope you get raped by dogs. Then a few seconds later, she's like, ha. Goo is id made woman. You know, like.
I will go where the fuck I want and public.
Alright, it's okay. It's alright.
No, they're threatening me. I'm leaving. I didn't know.
It's okay. Who threatened you?
They did.
Who is that? No.
They fucking kept like I didn't know.
After that day, Low Energy acted different and strange. Low Energy began appearing less and less in voice chat. Mostly, he started preparing for something big and greater. Greater than anything we'd ever seen until one day. Hey, so, welcome back to Low Energy Videos. Welcome to my harem burrow, where I hide away for the rest of my life with my numerous breeding slaves. Here are the 6 names on screen who I will have. And then the names come up and I just kind of laugh and go, I will have them. That's the last you ever hear of me. But occasionally there'll be like unexplained explosions in cities across the world. And people will go like missing. And eventually, like, I don't know, the fucking Golden Gate Bridge will just like come undone. And at the end of it, I'll be found floating on top with like some sort of like massive Skull Crusher Mountain-esque sort of like get up dressed in me, where I'm like some sort of like I'm Dr. Draken or something. I'm like ruler of the earth written across. Admittedly, I did a better job than Putin. Ugh. Are you threatening me? Well, I would love to threaten you, but how could I? You're doing that to yourself.
What the fuck they're doing? They're doing their
Let's go across the mountain.
Skip.
Who is them?
The bitch with the fucking
Don't
cat.
like no baby. Just tell me what's going on. I'll go get her.
The cat. The lady with the cat on her shoulder.
Oh, don't worry about her. Come on, let's go see her. Come on, let's go.
Hey, you okay?
Oh,
I'm okay, dude. I'm leaving.
Just go ahead and do what you gotta do. Put that beer down.
It's not a beer. It's a smoothie.
It could be two things. You ever drank a goddamn wheat beer?
Shut your mouth before we come out thumping. Hey, yo, easy. Fuck Compton.
You want some?
Fuck Compton. Fuck Compton. Yeah.
Alright.
Alright.
I'm gonna let your people know this is the bitch that stepped on my friend's art. She's whack as fuck. I didn't mean to. You didn't even apologize. I did. I said sorry. No, you didn't. Yeah, I did. No, you said, oh, I got my much of it's a bitch ass song.
What part of Goose is sexy? Well, she does know how to have a good time up to a point. I will say that. Up to a point. You know what? Goo is the opening segment. Both of you start the night off sober, and you go off and have, say, 4 to 6 beers. Better yet, 8 beers. But it's stretched for a few places. At some point, you just leg it. I really mean it. Like, at some point, you just kind of go, oh, okay. Like, you kind of realize that, like, oh, well, this person isn't fun or interesting or someone you want to have for the rest of the evening, and you kind of leg it off. So she is, yeah, she's your 4th beer baby. That's what she is. Goocheese is a juggalo. Oh, for fuck's sake, juggalo. She'd be too hot for the juggalos. That's the thing. Like, fucking, she'd be in the background of an ICP video. Like, she would actively be like, hey, miracles are great, but how do you unclog a toilet? I'm asking for a friend. And you just see like water pouring out behind. Actually, I know Goo. She just kind of like look at her phone as she'd quickly dart out of the room. And here's the thing. I want Goo on the show. I want Goo to be shit-faced with me on Wednesday. No, not even Wednesday. A 3-drink minimum. I want Goo for this. Just like I want Cobes for this. I am down for both of these people joining me. And, you know, Goo be thinking, oh, he's going to make fun of me. No. Yes. Everything in between. Get over it. That's your day to day. Doll yourself up for as much or as least as you want. Put whatever the hell you want on. And then, for God's sake, join me for a goddamn wasted stream where we look at you and Cobes, in particular Cobes. I want her to have a goddamn concrete statement on Cobes. Because she said she'd fuck Cobes. But that is such a, hey, yeah, tomorrow I'm going to put a barrel of a gun in my mouth vibe to her. I want her to actively, you know, give me some solids. Like, what's about him do you find breedable? What do you want to taste the next morning about Cobes? Is it his tactical soap? Is it Take a sniff of the bar. Make him sniff it. Like, shove it in his nose and go like, this smell to go to you? No, but that's how women breathe. It's me. Well, what am I? Oh no, I'm never going to see my clockwork tower. No, you're never going to see your clockwork tower. But I can take you to numerous towers that have also clocks on the top of them because I'm a European. I love you, folks. I love you, Goocheese. We will go to many bars in Dublin.
The body is round.
Oh my god.
5 more shrimp on the Barbie.
5 more shrimp on the Barbie. Okay. Well, that forces me to pour another drink. Oh no! How could I? How dare I? How dare you? How dare the world? My god, thank you so much. I'm not even kidding. This has been a fairly solid wasted Wednesday if you just looked at Sony from financial. But it's been a solid regardless. Here's the thing though, Goocheese is the focus of tonight. She is being receiving the least amount of love. You know who's to blame? Me. So first things first, not Andavar. I'm doing another 6 while she talks.
You want me to go apologize? That's his living. You stepped on like 6 of his Can I have my weed back?
But you go on thinking hard. Come to New York and we'll see who gets robbed. Take your Jericho.
No, I didn't. Yeah, because I wanted to hurt you. It had nothing to do with this fucking bitch. You want me to push that? Call me a bitch again. Call me a bitch again. Go apologize.
Fuck her
on a man's
up.
art. Bumblebee. And go ahead, because you're a goofy bitch. Yeah. Bumblebee.
Basic.
So keep your eyes on the prize and don't jeopardize my life, cause that's not wise.
Andavar.
That you can rhyme, well come and get some of this loaded technology.
Had nothing to do with his race, though. But then why'd you have to bring it up, though?
You wanna play, go ride in the flame. I'm so lost.
Because he was yelling at me.
We was boning.
Because I've seen my friend. Okay, well, hold on, bitch. Hold on, now I'm mad because you don't know my fucking, like, where I come from, bitch.
Goo. Context is key. Bitch A said ABC thing. The thing triggered you. You didn't even get to E. You got to D. But here's the thing. You walked over someone else's art and you didn't apologize. You walked over, you looked back and went like, oh! I didn't see it there until it was part of the mural. Kept on running. Yeah, I know. You fucked up. Here's the thing though. Her argument back is going to be that the woman at the very beginning of the video is, how to put this? Yeah, so... Oh shit, that hit me. Whoa, that hit me. When you... Yeah, that just came at me in a wave. Oh fuck, that was the vodka talking right there. Goo basically is gonna justify her bullshit attitude post with the things that she said to the homeless person prior. And probably further. Probably like, hey, I was like... all the things that she said, like, all things that happened to her prior to this stream. But this random woman has no interest in that. What she cares about is that you're causing bullshit around her. So she's going to have to deal with this bullshit that you caused. Without any context. And she's going to try to explain the context, but here's the thing. Screaming context at 2 o'clock in the morning is not really how you do it. Like, I think all writers have had moments where they've watched a person at like 4 o'clock in the morning just belt their entire lives out, and then the next morning somebody is laughing. Did you hear him? I sure did. Like, that's not how you do it. It's how you do it in a relationship fight. You solve your problems by stating your intentions, but you're not in a relationship with the wider world. You're in a relationship with no one unless you're actually literally. It's not a matter of relationship. You are simply stating, I am angry. That is what every time you've heard a drunk guy screaming at 3 or 4 in the morning, wandering down the street, and someone says, shut the fuck up, like, and throws something down. Yeah, well, that's literally just them coming to terms that they do not like the state they're in. Goo is so hot. Yeah, I like the jowls in particular, and my skin. By the way, if you were gay, let's be honest here. Nah, I was thinking I had the same sort of jowls. I don't. I have good jaws. Well, maybe because, I don't know, dude.
I don't give a fuck either! Don't fucking come at me either, bitch! Because you don't know where I'm coming from, bitch! Shut the fuck up! Okay, do it, bitch! Do it, bitch! You don't know where the fuck I come from! Or my side of the story had nothing to do with race! Shut the fuck up about...
A, using it as a shield. B, where you come from, we all know by now, it's not any that like, unless she was hurt in a way that she hasn't stated yet, then
Fucking him being black! Oh my god, you're a fucking black queen, bitch! Fuck you, bitch!
And I'm still too green.
You don't know I'm gonna go back there and apologize. You don't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. And I did apologize. You shut the fuck up!
That these West Coast rappers ain't taking over. Cause I'm straight out the South Bronx. And we ain't having that shit. Peace out.
I can't. You can't? I can't. You can't? I can't. You cannot. I can't. You can and you can't. I can't fight. Then stop talking shit because I will. No, but I don't fucking give a fuck. You're not gonna scare me because I didn't do anything wrong. I asked him that and I said sorry. And then you didn't. You ran. I said sorry. I did say sorry. I did.
I had an idea for the best video I could ever possibly make. And if I remember it tomorrow, oh my god.
Say sorry, bitch! Do not fucking...
Let's just say, if I pull this shit off, it will be my new, when you click on my icon, it shows you like the one video that represents me, or like my intro video. Yeah, it's gonna be that. I just gotta see if I can like remember it.
Dumb bitch, you gonna go. Oh, you're lucky. You're a fucking dumb bitch. I don't have to. I'm not scared of you. I'm not worried about this bitch.
Yeah!
Get up. You're lucky I my fucking.
Bitch, stop pinning me down and putting my clothes off, playing with my nipples and putting your hands in between my...
Point in my face, bitch. Fucking phone. Fucking bitch.
Slut, bitch, slut, cat, bitch,
Dumb bitch.
I don't know, I love the boo that comes before the bitch.
What are you trying to prove? What are you trying to prove? I wasn't being raped. No, reason.
Blood for the blood god.
Fuck that bitch.
Skulls for the skull. Oh, I should pour the drink next. Don't know if I get it, and if not, it'll find a home. Right. It's gonna sit nice and here. Now, downside of this is that everything smells like vanilla. And what I absolutely love vanilla, it is a giant stench in a different sense. It's a stench that I still haven't found the Goocheese beach fight. Oh! Now you want to give me the fucking fight? Bitch!
Talk! Oh shit! Goocheese!
So if I remember right, the stream went like this. Bunch of guys came down. Bunch of others fell asleep in the sand. And they got woken up because like there was some sort of argument over, hey, you were filming these girls, that's not cool. And then it expanded and expanded, and this got into the local news. Like this shot get wild. This is hot. Oh, you wait for the hot moment. Yeah! Yeah! Should have Batman beat me to it. Why are you so obsessed with scantily clad women beating the living shit out of each other? Pawing, expressing their breasts slamming together as they're like, ah, fuck you, bitch, you don't know me. Like, and occasionally some Giga Chad, like, I don't know, the ultimate male, JJ, for example. Oh, you wanna try me? You wanna try me? Piss Mike.
No, this is meant to be taken seriously.
Sega is illegal to be involved. Americans are the ones that are freaked out about this. Fucking Europeans don't give a fuck. Somebody's not bursting into their goddamn faces, or for God's sake, going into their houses. Then no. We don't give a fuck about this, but Americans are so goddamn obsessed with the idea that every 5 seconds somebody is gonna burst in as some goddamn, like, just not even a person, just a camera with arms and legs going like, what are you doing? You gonna look at things that are gonna get arrested? Are you? Like, no. No one. It's fucking bullshit. This is hot. Shut up, Batman. Beat me to it. No idea. They're breasties. What the fuck is with this nonsense? Humans are ridiculous. Sega! Yes! A beach is public property! No European would get into a fight like this.
Damn, she just called me 10 minutes ago.
Goo. You know what? You know what? You know what? I'm gonna justify the thumbnail for one reason.
Whoa! Is that a grilled cheese deluxe from Cheezers?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Ah, how did you manage this?
I bought it with money.
Nice. Hey, you know what would go good with these sandwiches? Funny internet videos.
Ooh, that's kind of meta.
That's how
What's up, guys? Welcome back to
humans
Binging with Babish, where this
do
week I'm double dipping into the
shit.
same show.
Let's laugh at all how humans, middle class, mid-tier human white people live their lives. Woohoo!
2 weeks in a row. Because I'm curious, can we improve upon the classic combination of butter, 2 slices of white
Woohoo.
bread, and some yellow American cheese to make the ultimate grilled cheese, or a grilled cheese deluxe? Friday was National Grilled Cheese Day, and I guess it got me in the mood, so to speak. So first up, we need a control group, which is a classic yellow American, white bread, Vermont creamery butter, grilled in a non-stick pan, cheese stretch. Hell yeah, dude. But how do we...
This is the shit that a trucker expects at 2 o'clock in the morning. He has been traveling.
The body is round.
Fuck's sake, I hate that you're so beautiful.
$5 more for you, you damn foreigner.
I want the alcohol first. And the VAR. Reflex. Woo! I was not expecting the reflex. Alright. Alright. It's angry. It's angry I am not eating any foods. We can correct that. The only way we can correct that is by bread. But also, seriously, listen to your body. In my case, I have gone through a third of the vodka, And there is a bottle. Oh shit. I should have even opened the second bottle. There's 2 bottles waiting for me. I've got alcohol. So, with that said, I need to say thank you. Everyone ever donated. No, ever donated. Down to the first one. I think it was Subnautica. A few months ago, I got someone in my chat who was like, yeah, I remember you in Subnautica, and I think I was your first donation. And I was like, but thinking of it, yeah, you might have very well been. I don't recognize your name. No? One. 2. 3. What are you in 6? 5. And of course 6. Also, nothing. Seriously. Put my arms. I got milked. I'm not even kidding. Don't blame Sega. That egg job was a shit. Sega needed. Jesus. Yeah. And the bar. Grilled cheese is just white bread, butter, and cheese. True. So how do you make it good? That's like your canvas. So how do you make it good? That was for you, dear Roman. Subnautica? Wow. Bill, you haven't been there for... Like, I've got history. I've got generations. There's not many of them. Every once in a while, someone pops in and goes, I remember when you did this. I remember when you did that. Yeah. I was, how do you say? I've been around the block, yes? The bathrobe untangled. Baby, the bathrobe. I would gladly embrace the burqa lifestyle. Save for the fact that I love my body too much. I want to show it. The real question is it cold outside? Because I'm very cold right now. I'm very cold. I am chilly and I feel a little bit uneasy. I will hide in this little nuance of life. Like I said, I may shave the beard off next year for donations, but beyond that, yeah, I'd also like a wardrobe that isn't shit. After all, I'm heading I'm heading to New Year's. I'm looking forward to New Year's because I can actually experience it. Like this year, I know you're thinking like, oh, he's gonna make another New Year's. No, I'm not. I'm actually going to go out and enjoy myself. I'm going to go out and just have a New Year's, and I'm looking forward to it. As much as I enjoy it with you guys, I have a life, and or at least I had a life, and it's been kind of slipping away due to, frankly, money. It all boils down to it, right? So I'm gonna use New Year's as a mean to grab it back. Don't get me wrong, if you follow me on Twitter, link in the doobly-doo, you'll see it. And who knows, maybe there was enough of a crazy experience to make a video. But look, that doesn't matter. The point is, Lagoo.
Make this a grilled cheese deluxe. Let's start with the bread. White bread is definitely the only way to go because the least healthy option is always going to be the tastiest one. But I'm going to try a few different lubrications. Plain butter, butter mixed with a little bit of mustard, full-fat mayonnaise, and light olive oil. I'm just going to toast these guys up one at a time in a plain, ungreased non-stick skillet, and we're looking for aesthetic but mostly flavor here. We obviously want a deep brown, rich, and savory crust, but we don't want to steal the spotlight from the star of the show, the cheese. So let us bring in the taste testers. They are one Sawyer Carter Jacobs, my business partner and best friend extraordinaire, and Vincent Cross, the newest and tallest addition to the Babish culinary universe. Their opinions were split on these different toast lubrication methods. Sawyer was pure olive oil, and Vinny was all about
the body is
butter.
round.
And I gotta say, I side with Vinny on this one. Butter is the one.
Here's a
and only
bit more
true
for the
way
love of all laughs.
cheese. There was.
There. I'm finished with the roll. Of all the times you could have goddamn done that. I appreciate it. I love you. And I won't lie. It helps. It helps a lot. But listen. Your boy needs to take a pee. A big old pee. He'll be back in a second. I know, low energy, giving it up for a vanilla situation. No, that's shit. There's something more noble about it. First things first, your Odin and Var. What a waste of alcohol. And the Var. And the motherfucking Var. Right. Wait, why am I pausing?
was, however, one other toasting application I wanted to try, which was straight up cheddar, grated onto and toasted into the outside of the bread. The consensus here is that it was delicious, but it was too greasy, and moreover, it was overkill. This is grilled cheese, it doesn't need any help. What it does need, however, is cheese. Lots of cheese, so I've got 18 different kinds here that I'm going to try, including, but not limited to, sharp cheddar, mild cheddar, raclette, Havarti, Swiss, Gruyere, aged Gouda, young Gouda, Parmesan, Brie, Taleggio, mozzarella, blue, Gorgonzola, provolone, goat, and Monterey Jack, plus whatever else I had kicking around in the fridge. With 3 mini grilled cheeses at a time, my taste testers have returned to tell me what's what. Vinny was very concerned with the tensile strength of each cheese, but both were most interested in the flavor, color, and aged funk. But apparently none of us were concerned about our cholesterol levels. But I just kept telling myself I'm conducting these experiments in the name of science. Plus, they both know that they're responsible for their own healthcare plans. So really, it's their fault if you think about it. Anyway, we toiled on into the night, trying every form of melted cheese betwixt buttered toasted bread. And once Vinny stretched every sandwich to its limit, it was time to start trying blends. Because no way was any one cheese gonna cut it. It was gonna be about deftly mixing together salty, sweet, stretchy, melty.
Melty cheese. So much gooey.
Savory, oily, and funky into the perfect grilled cheese
Oily.
blend. First up was Monterey Jack, Gouda, and mozzarella, which I learned that I didn't put enough cheese in, so we didn't get much of a stretch, but this was going to be about flavor. And the consensus was that it was a grilled cheese, so obviously it
New Yorkers take this for granted, but mozzarella is not an easy cheese to grab outside of like New York and London, I suppose, and of course Italy. But that defeats the purpose, because you're not going to go to Italy and ask for like a New York style pizza or pasta or anything else. You're gonna ask for like, hey, so I like food in this style and that style, and they all laugh and they go like, hey, go to this obscure mountain village and they'll teach you, right? I'm so hungry. Well, of course, like, if you're so hungry, then go get. Like, there is food out there. The food in your mind
was good, but it needed some
Go
work.
get.
So we moved to aged yellow cheddar, Gruyere, and Swiss, and while they liked the color of this one better, the flavors were too strong. Vinny was, however, satisfied with its stretch. Next up, I was pretty sure I hit the jackpot. Aged cheddar, Gruyere, a 9-month-old Gouda, and Parmesan.
I experienced hints of thyme and I don't know, a cinnamon. But there's Keogh's. Keogh's is actually, if you go to Ireland's centre, it's the chip, it's the Irish meal of choice. If you're gonna have an Irish meal, it'll involve potatoes, and if it'll involve potatoes, it'll involve Keogh's. And yeah, they're pretty great.
John for a little extra bite. Naturally, it passed Vinny's rigorous stretchiness test, and the flavors were
not compared to others.
Big problem. This was a greasy sandwich, and that's because aged cheeses do not melt in the same way as young, heavily processed cheeses. This slice of yellow American dropped directly into a non-stick skillet, melts perfectly and evenly and utterly without muss or fuss. Try this with a 2-year-old Parmesan, however, and all of your melty cheese dreams will be shattered. That's because the older cheese gets, not only does it lose more and more moisture, some kind of science bullshit happens with its casein proteins, and when you melt it, you're left with a ton of oil. To solve this problem, we're turning to J. Kenji Lopez Alt, who instructs us to hydrate 1 tablespoon of gelatin and 1 tablespoon of water before grating our top 4 cheeses together. I'm going with 4 ounces of sharp cheddar, 3 ounces of Gruyere, 3 ounces of young Gouda, and 2 ounces of Parmesan, for a total of 12 ounces that we're going to set aside while we bring half a cup of evaporated milk to a boil, killing the heat and whisking in our hydrated concentrated gelatin until it is fully melted into the mixture. Then we're going to return the pan over low heat while we add in our cheese. You'll notice that my heat is not on because I'm stupid and I did this wrong. It still worked, it's just going to be a lot easier if you do this over low heat while you apply an immersion blender to the mixture in an effort to make it as smooth and homogeneous as possible. Then ideally you want to lay it down onto a plastic wrap lined baking sheet and spread it out as thin as possible. Instead, I'm going to press it into a plastic wrap lined ramekin and mold it into a cylinder that I can then cut into slices. 4 hours later, and once my cylinder has solidified, sorry, we are removing it using the plastic wrap, unwrapping it, and slicing into our quote-unquote
I'm reading the chat. And the VAR. And the VAR. Guns, lots of guns. What the fuck? LAV, got a few donos. Oh.
processed.
There's no way around it. I am very, very engaged in. But I am very engaged with this.
Cheese product. It's really pretty spooky to eat because it has the same texture and consistency as American cheese, but it tastes like Gruyere and cheddar and all that good stuff that we put in there.
Alright. So, I promised this, as the regular, but I frankly can't. So, I am literally going to just end the stream and, yeah.